Alright, today we're going to do a pistol cleaning video with my all-time favorite cleaner, Ballistol. I've been using Ballistol for years, and I've used a lot of other stuff, and there's plenty of good stuff out there, but for me, this Ballistol is what works the best. It kind of, after a while of using it, it puts almost a coating on your rails, your metal parts, which you use it. I mean, and this video is going to be a generalization for most 3-in-1 cleanos. I'll show you where to put it and where not to put it. I have my M&P 2.0 compact here. Had it out, put a few hundred rounds through it. So we're going to do a light cleaning because it's going to get shot again here, in a couple weeks. So we'll start. I've already got the gun apart. I have an assembly and a disassembly video on my channel also of a full strip down of this gun. I thought it'd be a good gun to go ahead and clean because it's probably the dirtiest one I got right now. So we're not going to do a full strip down. We're going to do a basic clean, and I'll show you, some of my favorite things I like to use, or that you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need patches, whatever, cut up t-shirt, whatever you prefer to use. You're going to need a jag and a brush, along with your brass rod handle. I use Q-tips. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. I've never had a problem with them. I don't see what could possibly be wrong with it. If your gun's going to jam up over small amounts of lint from a Q-tip, then I think you have other problems to deal with. So I got some regular Q-tips, and I have these long ones, which you won't really use too much on this, but sometimes getting down in these, down by your mag release, is a little difficult. And then, since Ballistol is a 3-in-1, so it's an oil, and you don't want oil down in your sear mechanism and in your striker housing. So what I use is 91% alcohol. That's, for general cleaning, that's all you need. If you're going real heavy and you got a revolver that's set, carbon buildup, you can get Carbon Killer. One of the many other good options out there, but for mostly what you need is a $2 bottle of alcohol. So we'll go ahead and start. Like I said, the gun's broke down as far as I'm going to do it, besides pulling the mainspring and the barrel. And the way I like to go ahead and start is I go ahead, shoot my Ballistol down in the barrel, soak it and let it sit, and then from there I will shoot it down in the slide up there. And like I said, I don't want to get it back up in here around your striker channel, because oil attracts dust and dirt, and over time, if it gets in there, it may cause an issue. It probably won't, but for a carry gun, it's something you don't want to risk. So from this point, I will go ahead and I just go ahead and spray down the internals of the gun with my alcohol. Back here, there's not a lot on the outside. You can spray Ballistol on the outside. It's actually going to give you a nice look when you're done. It's good about hiding minor scratches and stuff. So we'll go ahead. Let's see. Let's start on the slide. It's easiest. Got a brush. You can use a toothbrush, gun cleaning brush, whatever kind of brush you want. These are soft bristles on this side, and it's got a little bit stiffer on this side. This is skinnier, so you can get it in tighter spots. And then just go ahead and give it a good scrub down here. It's only got a few hundred rounds through it, so it's not like it's going to be extremely dirty. And I'm not, it's not a show gun, so I don't need it to be absolutely perfect. So go ahead, scrub all this down. Back. A lot of times your sights get dirt in them. It kind of dulls up the whiteness, and be careful using the stiff brushes on these. Sometimes I just like to use the Q-tip, dip a little alcohol, and get the dirt out of there, because I have seen the paint fall out on numerous guns doing this. So after I scrub down the slide, I'll go ahead and start grabbing some patches here, and usually I'll just go over with my finger, kind of scrub out what I can. Get the alcohol out. Go ahead and get the majority. It's pretty dirty. I think I put 250 through it the other day, and it was a mix between, let's see, Winchester, did some Federal, did some of my reloads. We did a kind of a mix just to test the gun out. You know, it did good on all of them. Didn't have any bobbles through the gun. That was the first rounds through it, so I was pretty satisfied with it. So let's see, we got most of the alcohol off now. Now we can start taking some Q-tips and get down in the rails. Real good. Get in here where the mainspring sits, your nook and cranny. Blow it out if you do get any lint in there. Go on the breech face, wipe that off really good. Get down in here, get what you can out, push down on the firing pin block there, scrub that off. And just get everywhere you can. You're not gonna hurt anything on these guns with a Q-tip. And you know, that's pretty much the slide. I mean, that's basically it. Of course, we'll lube her up after we're done. But you know, for a gun that I'm gonna go out and shoot, that's good enough. And I mean, even for carry, I mean, it's about as clean as, you know, it's gonna get without. For a brand new gun, that's about as good as she's gonna get without actually stripping all the parts out. Okay, from there we'll go to the frame. We'll just do the same thing. Might spray a little bit more alcohol because it dries up pretty quick. Just kind of give her a scrub. Get down in here under the trigger bar. Get up here on the sear. Do the same thing. Just grab my patch. Get everywhere my fingers can go. Just wad it up, put it underneath the rails. Some spots right there on the sear, had some dirt on her. And yeah, when you're cleaning your guns too, you want to, you know, give them a good look over, make sure everything's looks good. There's no broken pieces. Like this sear got a dent in it I didn't notice before. Have to pull that and check that out here later. Kind of looks like a dent, but it doesn't. I can't see a dent. I don't know what that is. So, oh well. This thing as good as you can down in here. Frame off. Take another Q-tip, take one of my long ones here. Get right there in the trigger and the mag release as good as I can. I like these Q-tips better. They seem to hold up better than normal. Just Q-tip brand. These are from a package they buy. Some long sticks on them, medical Q-tips, I guess. Get down in there a little bit better. You can get all the alcohol out you can. If not, it's going to dry up. It will dry up, and that's not a big deal, but you want to get as most of it out as you can. It looks pretty good now. You know, this is a quick cleaning, guys. You know, if I want, you know, after she gets to about 1,000 to 2,000 rounds, I'll strip her all the way down, clean all the parts, inspect everything really well, put her back together. So now comes the barrel. So we already got the Ballistol soaking in there. I'll go ahead and spray a little bit more. Go ahead and put clean brush together. Now, when you do this, you want to go from the chamber in, push it through. And they say you're not supposed to pull it back, but I've never seen a problem. I've never messed up rifling from doing it. I'm sure most people do. So give her a couple scrubs. Like I said, it doesn't have that many rounds and it ain't been sitting that long. And then you want to go ahead and put your jag on. This should come with all your cleaning kits. Some of them might have a loop that you'll stick the patch through. That's fine too. I prefer jags, because then I can just push the cloth down on top. You want to go ahead and push out. The more you want to put, you want it to be tight while you're pushing it through, so it's getting into the rifling and the grooves as good as possible. I mean, you can see that's a good chunk there, and we'll keep doing that. Sometimes I'll fold the patch, hook down, and go ahead and just push it down in there. Pull it back out. I'll flip the patch over because that side's still clean. Push it down. Spray a little bit more down in there and do it again. If it's not that tight, make it tighter so you can at least push it down. And it's nice and snug when it's going through, but you still want to obviously be able to get it through. Go ahead and scrub the feed ramp here and your locking lugs. Go ahead and wipe all this down. Now, if you're going for a gun that's going to sit for a long time, or it's super dirty, keep repeating this process until you get every bit dirt out. Some people are like that. You know, I go until it's, you know, we'll see here. I mean, it's still got some on it. Also, what I like to do is spray a little bit of the Ballistol on top and then run it through and pull it out even more. So go ahead and double it up, see if I can get a tighter fit. See, that's too tight. That's where you can't. Okay, so and say the inside of the barrel's clean. Go ahead and grab a Q-tip for this, get under here, under the lugs. Wipe it all off real quick. I'll show you how I lube it with the Ballistol after done here. Like I said, Ballistol, I mean, you can see it leaves a coating on it. You know, after prolonged use of it, it'll give a slick feel. So that's why I like this stuff. I mean, there's other products that do that, but if you can get past the smell of Ballistol, some people love it, some people hate it. I can manage it. You know, there's so many gimmicky oils and stuff out there on the market now that, I mean, why change? You know, if something ain't letting me down. It's the way I look at it with these. Okay, so barrel's all clean. Now what I like to do is grab a patch one more time, poke it through, and then just lightly spray some on there. That was a little bit more than lightly. And just run it through one time. I wouldn't need this dry one. Put a dry one through there and then run it through one more time. Okay. So that kind of coats the inside of the barrel with the Ballistol. Keep it from rusting or whatever, which probably ain't gonna happen. Alright, so gun's clean now. It's ready for reassembly and oiling. And which way I do it, you want to go ahead and put everything up that you're not using. Put it over to the side. Alright, so to slide back together, I just put one little drop here, right there in front of front of the chamber. And just kind of rub it around. Do another little drop here on the back. You don't want to use a bunch. You don't need it on those, you know, the modern pistols. A little goes a long way with this stuff, so just kind of massage it in there, put a little bit on the chamber or the feed ramp, and then I'll go ahead, put the barrel back in the gun. So the slide's complete. Now to do the frame. For an M&P, a Glock, most modern striker-fired guns, you go ahead and see manufacturer's recommendation. I go ahead and just put a drop on the rail. Drop on the rail, just kind of shoot it into the straw, and just put a drop. Put a drop, put a drop. Rub a little bit here and there. Just put some on the injector for some reason. And now it's ready to be reassembled. That's all you need. You know, you don't need a bunch of oil on your firearm, especially these striker-fired guns. You know, they're ready to go. So now we're all done. Gun back on the table. Grab a paper towel, wipe off the excess. Kind of notice how the slide looks now. Looks brand new, like it just came out of the box. And that's kind of what the Ballistol does. It's kind of like tire shine on your tires. It's kind of coats them, but Ballistol lasts longer, especially on your finish on the slide. Especially if you carry Kydex or any carry method. I believe that it helps prevent scuffs and stuff from getting on the gun at least a little bit. Hell, I put a little bit of Ballistol on the side of inside my holster, wipe it out real well after I'm done to make sure that dust and stuff don't build up in there. I do that every few days. So now gun's clean with the Ballistol, and it's ready to go. Ready to go to the range, ready to carry, ready to have a good time. This is Greg with the Shooter's Table. Like and subscribe for more videos. We'll see you next time.